NBA released the Christmas Day games for the 2023 season, and I must say I'm a little excited about it. Like I'm ready for basketball.
I'm ready for basketball as well, and I'm excited also for some of the games. And I will say there's two teams on this list that should not even show up on Christmas. Yeah, I'm excited, and yeah, let's talk about the games.
All right, so the first game of the day is the Sixers at the New York Knicks. It is Christmas in the Garden. What do you think about that particular matchup on Christmas Day, the biggest stage during the regular season?
For who? East Coast? Because I can tell you right now, nobody on the West Coast is watching that game. This may be on in the background, but we just be getting up. So, and then Christmas at the Garden, that's nice, but the Knicks? Really?
What? Jalen Brunson's like
Stop,
biggest.
stop,
What?
stop. Mm-mm. That's great. That's great. But Christmas Day game? Nah, not for the Knicks. Not for the Knicks who were 11th in the 2022 standing. Not those Knicks, right? Not the Knicks that had a bust season. We talking about those Knicks? Stop. The
Yeah.
Sixers, no problem. Absolutely, the Sixers should be headlining on Christmas Day. I get it. I mean, we got the new James Harden. Of course, we all want to see Embiid play.
Mm-hmm.
But the Knicks, even with Jalen Brunson, which I'm excited about him being on that roster, but so it's what is the point of doing all this hard work when you can't even top teams can't even get a Christmas Day game? What is it?
Okay. Well, let's think about it this way. The Sixers had a lot of controversy over the offseason and last season, right? The Sixers did not play in the 2021 Christmas Day games. The Knicks, they didn't even make the playoffs. I mean, really, if you think about it, where is the intrigue and where is the rivalry? Like, those are my biggest questions.
Yeah, yeah. For the Sixers, I support the Sixers being on Christmas Day. I don't support the Knicks playing the Sixers on Christmas Day. Why couldn't it be the Sixers and the Heat? Like if we're gonna talk about some teams that's gonna meet up again. I mean, the Sixers and the Heat would have been a great matchup. Would have been another was it 2022-21 playoff series
Hmm.
again? Why we couldn't see that? We couldn't see that again. We had to see the Knicks and the Sixers. It's just the Knicks for me. The Sixers, fine. I just think a better matchup would have been maybe the Heat for me.
Yeah, I think the NBA was thinking about the market, right? New York City market. You're going to have Spike Lee front row. You're going to have a lot of celebs front row. And the thing is, Philly won 17 of the last 19 games against the New York Knicks. Not sure it's going to be a really good game, but it depends. Jalen Brunson could be the turning point for them. But it's just a matter of how will Knick fans, really embrace Embiid and how Embiid will play to the crowd. I think that's what the NBA was thinking about.
And we would still have that regardless. I don't know if and then will RJ Barrett be there? Will Donovan Mitchell be in the lineup too? What are we really expecting for the Knicks to do next season just with Jalen Brunson? Unless Julius Randle between the opening night and Christmas Day
Mhm.
finds his rhythm early and shows us the 2021 Julius Randle. Then maybe. Other than that, what? What?
Okay.
That's all
All
I'm saying.
right.
So I just think that it should have been another matchup. Sixers, no problem. But at the end of the day, you know, good luck. I don't know. I'm
Yeah.
not excited about the game. I can tell you right now, it'll be on, but I'll probably be occupied.
Making some breakfast.
I'm just saying, we just
Hmm.
getting up. What is
Hmm.
that? 9 o'clock East, Western Pacific Standard Time? Please.
Right. So the next game up is the Los Angeles Lakers at the Dallas Mavericks. Now, I have to admit, I'm a little surprised that the NBA put them this, early into Christmas Day.
I'm not surprised.
They're not
I'm not surprised.
primetime TV anymore, apparently.
No, they did that. So first of all, the Lakers were going to play regardless. I don't think the Lakers should be playing on Christmas Day. But again, that's just me. That's just me. I would have preferred another matchup with the Mavs. Mavs, I'm here for it, especially the additions that they added to their roster for this upcoming season. I'm here
Mhm.
for it. But the Lakers, again, number 11th in the 2022 standings in the Western Conference. Why are they
Mhm.
prime? We will be watching the Lakers all season. They had to get a Christmas Day slot. Like,
What I find most interesting is that they had nerve put it on two networks, right? Is it going to be on ABC and ESPN, or is that just like, is that the joint broadcast? I'm a little confused there because I don't see that for the Knicks in the Sixer game.
I don't get it. I don't get it. I agree with you. I just think that is it like a Luka LeBron matchup that they were anticipating? Is that what we're talking about?
I
Is it that
don't
okay
know.
if the Luka and um LeBron James play together is just like who's gonna take over the league next? What are we talking about? Because again, if you've watched Luka play in the 2022 playoffs, he was balling. So for
Yeah.
me, I'm tuned in. The Mavs, Luka and the Mavs show me something totally different. So I'm here for all of it, right? What Lakers are we gonna be watching? Exactly.
Same dudes from last season. Lakers didn't improve much. They didn't add many bodies or really, players that could really move the needle. However, the Mavs did in the offseason. And I think, that's what's going to make the matchup, I think, very interesting. And plus, it's LeBron on Christmas Day. It's Russ on Christmas Day. Hope AD is healthy.
It's LeBron on Christmas Day. That's just what it is. It is not Russ on Christmas Day. It is not AD on Christmas Day. It is LeBron on Christmas Day. I would pretty much be certain that if LeBron was not on the Lakers, based on that record, well, the Lakers is a historic franchise. Maybe they'll still show up. But I just would have preferred the Mavs play the Clippers. Now that would have been a matchup for me. I mean, come on, the Mavs are able to make it to the playoffs. What is it? Conference finals in 2022.
Mm-hmm.
And the two previous seasons, the Clippers got them out of round one. Like, can you imagine if that would have been a matchup? Oh, now we're going to see what this really looks like now that the Mavs have been able to like regroup, went deep in the playoffs, and then you got the Clippers now coming back because Kawhi is back. That would have been a better matchup for me. That's the one I would want to see. But the Lakers, what? I'm not even anticipating the Lakers next season. Now, they may show out, and I hope them the best, but I don't anticipate it. What I anticipate is the Clippers. What I anticipate is what the Mavs are going to do. So, yeah, I don't know. Oh, that's just weird. But, hey, go Lakers, I guess.
Right. Now, this next game, I think most people will be up. This is prime
Absolutely.
time. It's time, right? The Bucks and the Celtics in Boston.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah. This rematch, I can't wait for it. This is the one. This is the marquee game. Well, this one and the next one are the marquee games of the Christmas Day. At the end of the day, these other ones are just what playoff. What are they? What was it? Preseason games. I mean, in essence, the two main games is going to be this one and the one next to it, the one after it. For me.
Ooh, I know. So basically we're having a repeat of last Christmas where the Bucks defeated the Celtics 117-113. So this could be a revenge game and possibly a little prelude to the Eastern Conference Finals for 2023 season. Maybe.
Possibly. And we're fresh off of watching them play in the playoffs. Fresh off because I believe that series went 4-3. If Chris Middleton had been playing, we probably would have been talking about the Eastern Conference Finals a little bit different. Right. So let's just not forget how soon off we are on these two teams playing and how excited everybody was that this matchup was taking place in the Eastern Conference in 2022. So for me, I'm like, yeah, who's coming back? Who will be back? Will Chris Middleton be back? Hopefully, right? They've added Malcolm Brogdon. What will that look like in the mix? Will Jaylen Brown still be there? Better be. I mean, so what do we is it KD going to be on the roster? I don't know. So for me, that matchup has a little bit more for me and more anticipation than anything else. So yeah, that was the one for me.
Yeah, absolutely. Now this next one, I mean, grab your popcorn, grab your pot roast, grab whatever you go.
Not a pot roast.
The Memphis Grizzlies going into the Bay to play the Golden State Warriors 2022 NBA champions. Oh my goodness.
I'm okay with this matchup. Likewise, this is one that we have just finished watching. Like this matchup to see it again, it's anticipated. Like the Grizzlies and the Golden State Warriors, perhaps no suspension of Dylan Brooks. Perhaps, Ja Morant not getting injured. Perhaps. Would we be talking different about the conference finals, semi-conference finals? I'm just saying. So yeah. No, this matchup I'm looking forward to. This matchup is right around the time, for us where we, if you in the West Coast, this is perfect, right? Right before dinner.
Yeah. I just want to welcome the Memphis Grizzlies to Christmas Day. I mean, I think for years to come, they will be, Ja Morant and those guys will be on Christmas Day. It's exciting to see like the young teams, get this primetime slot. So I'm excited about them. I think there will be a lot of smoke, though.
Yeah.
There'll be a
Oh,
lot of smoke on
absolutely.
Christmas Day for this matchup.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. But you know what? The thing
Hmm.
about it is that I don't know if the Warriors have anything to lose if they lose this game. It would be this a win. This would be it would be more beneficial and more, I guess, noteworthy if it was a win for the Grizzlies. The Warriors are champions right now. So if they like, y'all can have it on Christmas Day because we'll see you later on in the season. They can
Yeah.
do that. They can. I'm quite sure they're gonna go out and play, but I don't think it's really that. I mean, I don't know. It could be right. I mean, they probably don't want to be showed up because they could have been showed up in the 2022 playoffs. But at the end of the day, I
Right.
think the Grizzlies would fare better winning this matchup than if the Golden State Warriors would lose it.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, that's a good point, though. I think Draymond Green told Ja, this is the power of your voice. Make it known that you want to play on the biggest stage. And I'm glad the NBA listened.
It's about time.
Hmm.
Again, what they're doing by incorporating the Grizzlies into the Christmas Day lineup and why they were able to make it based off of the branding that the John Morant had been able to do for the Grizzlies is really huge. Other markets need to take note and do
Hmm.
the same thing, right? Because technically, why are we not watching from a Western Conference standpoint? Why couldn't the Timberwolves be on here? They have young core Anthony Edwards that can be just that. I mean, what has Zion been playing? Like we would be watching these different types of matchups, and so I am excited about young Grizzlies on Christmas
Hmm.
Day. It's about time to shift, right? I understand the Knicks, I get the Lakers, but there is a tide turning in the NBA right now, and fans like myself want to see a change, especially if you're not producing, especially if your roster hasn't improved much. Why are you getting prime time slots? That's all I'm
Now,
saying.
I think the last game of the night, the Suns going into Denver, I think it's disrespectful to the two-time MVP to be like just thrown in, at the end of the night when people are probably basketballed out. It's a little disrespectful to the Nuggets.
It's extremely disrespectful. That is my point. If you're gonna put the Lakers on Christmas Day, they should be at the 10:30 Eastern Standard Time slot. If you're gonna put them on there, right?
Hmm.
Why is the Nuggets at the end of the day? And unfortunately, I can guarantee this particular matchup will have low ratings. Ain't nobody watch. I mean, some people may watch the game, but really,
I
Suns
know.
and the Nuggets. Who's anticipating that?
Uh,
I know I'm not. Not that
yeah.
matchup. Not on Christmas Day. No.
Last year, the NBA put the Dallas Mavericks and the Utah Jazz at that 10:30 Eastern slot. And I know the ratings were really low. What happened to the Utah Jazz this year?
Yeah. What will happen to them next year? Absolutely nothing. So, but check this out though. So the Dallas Mavs had the last game of Christmas Day last year. Look where they are now.
Exactly.
So again, we're talking about teams that Luca is the face of that franchise, and what he put. I'm telling you, what he produced in the playoffs
Hmm.
made the NBA on note, put the NBA on notice. So again, I'm not upset about the Mavs. I just don't. I think a better matchup for me would have been. I think the Pels should have been on Christmas Day because of Zion's return. That's it. If you want to
Hmm.
kind of give somebody something exciting, this is not exciting to me. I'm sorry. Two-time MVP Jokic, you're gonna put him on there. That's fine. And you got to put the Suns. Why is the Suns? Why exactly?
Yeah, yeah.
Like, what's the exciting factor going into the 2023 NBA season about the Suns that I'm anticipating right now? Right now, more likely for me, it would be the Pels because Zion is coming back. We've been anticipating Zion for the past 2 years.
Hmm.
So, if he comes back and he's explosive like we all want him to be, and like he proved to us when he first got into the league, can you imagine? Maybe the Pels and the Nuggets matchup, maybe, or Pels and Suns. I don't
Yeah,
know, but
yeah.
this one right here, it doesn't do it for me. I don't get it.
Yeah, I would have liked to have seen the Pels and the Suns based on how they played in the postseason last season, right?
Listen.
Oh my God, that was an emotional series. And then, as it relates to the Los Angeles Clippers, I think if we were going to have to see the Suns, they need to be playing the LA Clippers, I think.
No, that's okay. That's
Oh,
fine. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. I would have preferred the Mavs Clippers matchup myself, but
mm,
if the Clippers had to be on Christmas Day, I would have been okay with them down there as well. I mean, at the last game of the day, it would have been okay. Yes, but I don't know. I wouldn't have anticipated that matchup.
Okay. Let's get into our game predictions for the Christmas Day games. I mean, 76ers at Knicks. I know you're not looking forward to it, but who you have coming out?
The Sixers.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
They've already won what 17 of the last 19. So, okay. So let's get into our game predictions for Christmas Day. The Sixers are in the Garden. Who do you have coming out of that matchup?
The Sixers. Duh. No, I'm just playing.
Oh my God. Yeah. Seeming as though the Sixers won 17 of the last 19 games against the New York Knicks, Sixers are definitely going to win that game.
Definitely.
Absolutely. No question. Lakers at Mavs.
I got Mavs. I have
Yeah.
Mavs.
Yeah.
I have again. The Lakers gonna have to show me something in the first set of games they play for the 2023 NBA season for me to change, even remotely think about changing any matchup that they have against the Mavs. It's gonna be the Mavs. I have the Mavs coming out of it.
Yeah, I have the Mavs as well. The Bucks at the Celtics. I mean, this one's gonna be tough. Who's coming out?
I have the Bucks. I have the Bucks coming out. I have the Bucks saying, "Y'all got us during the playoffs. You're not gonna get us on Christmas Day." I just have the Bucks.
Ooh, okay.
And then two, I don't even know. I'm sorry. Then two, will Jaylen Brown be there? Like, will Katie? I mean, what does that look like? I don't know what the roster for the Celtics will look like by the time Christmas Day comes. That's just the only concern I have with that. But I still have the Bucks coming out regardless.
Okay, I have the Celtics coming out. Okay. Because they are retooled, and I'm telling you, that Malcolm Brogdon edition is going to do wonders for them. So I have them coming out. Now, the Memphis Grizzlies and the Golden State Warriors, that's going to be a very exciting one as well. Who do you have?
I have Grizzlies, actually. I have Grizzlies saying, watch us blow out Christmas Day on y'all. That's how I feel about it. Kaboom, guess who stepped in Christmas Day? I mean,
Yeah. I have the Memphis Grizzlies coming out of that matchup as well. I mean, the last game of the night, the Suns and the Nuggets. I mean, hey, what?
Flip a coin. But if I had to make a choice, I put the Nuggets.
Yeah, I selected the Denver Nuggets as well.
Really?
I mean, they're retooled as well.
Michael Porter Jr. coming back. Will Jamal Murray be ready at that time? Maybe he would have already had his limited minutes at the top of the season, and here we are, mid-season, I guess, and he's now ready to play full throttle. Like, what can I say about the Suns? The biggest thing they've done so far that I can remember is re-signing DeAndre Ayton.
Yeah, and also giving Monty Williams his extension as well.
Okay, but get Monty Williams not on the court. I get it. I get it. But he ain't playing the game. He's just coaching the game.
Right.
What else have they added? They lost JaVale McGee. What else is it?
There's nothing else.
You had to get so quiet.
Yeah, like there's nothing else. The Suns basically are running it back with the same team that they had,
Okay, well, I have the Nuggets.
Yeah, I do too.